Hello, everyone. Welcome to the market wrap up for July 6, 2023. A pullback day in the market, but a pullback that I actually think is bullish. So we'll go over why that is in a second. But as always, if you're interested in getting all the charts that you see, plus a whole bunch that you won't, emailed directly to you, and as well, this video emailed to you, go to statsedgetrading.com. While you're there, there's a discount code to save some money on some of the trading softwares I use. And, if you like and share and retweet or wherever you're seeing this, that is obviously greatly appreciated as well. So let's pop right into it. We always start here with Bitcoin. I had a little bit of a pop today and then a pullback on Bitcoin. So we pushed up and then we just kind of crashed back down and really just ended up exactly where we were the prior day. And I talked about in my last video how we have this kind of shortened holiday week. I expect a lot of chop. That's kind of exactly what we're seeing. So just make sure that if you are, trading in these markets, and it will get worse as the summer goes on, you just need a little bit more confirmation on things. And this will be, in my opinion, the deciding factor between good traders or experienced pro traders and new traders. Is basically just saying, hey, if the market's going to be choppy, I'm going to trade a little bit smaller. I'm going to wait for more confirmation on things, that kind of thing. When the market's really, really going, which it was last week into the last couple months, that's when you can really kind of step on the gas and be a little bit looser with your entries and push on things. So I'm in just more of a, prove it to me type of mode, just because of the choppy week. Next week it might get better, or again with the summer months things might still be a little bit squirrely, but we will see. I also want to go just over Euro USD. This little bull flag setting up right here. So rallied up and then pulled back, holding the anchored VWAP from this low right here. So if that continues higher, that's just exactly what I want to see. So a push off that level, I think, would be absolutely perfect if we're going to get that. So nice little bull flag on Euro USD. Need to see what happens next. But if we get a breakout of here, I may take this just for a trade. And that is it for the currencies. So let's get into stocks, and let's start here with the S&P 500 and talk about why I think, even though we're down 0.85% today, I still think that this was a bit of a bullish day. And the main reason just being that you can see we came down to here, which is also kind of the anchored VWAP from this last swing low. We pushed down to this area, came right to it, and then we got buying late in the day. So if I just go in, zoom into like a 15-minute chart or something like that, you can see came down in the morning, tagged that anchored VWAP, which is also, again, that gap close level, and then just rallied for the rest of the day and just based sideways. So this is what you want to see when the market is doing things that make sense, right? The market should be pulling back to support levels and finding buyers. If we are in a bull market, which I think we have been for a very long time, that's what you want to see. In bear markets, people look for excuse to sell stocks, and in bull markets, people look for excuse to buy stocks. And pulling back and closing a gap and an anchored VWAP right there, that's an excuse to buy stocks. The market took it. So that's why I think this is a little bit more bullish than it is bearish. So the only other ETF I want to go over here is KRE. And with KRE, I've kind of have a long history here, but I'll go over this with everybody. Basically, what I've been doing in KRE is I bought a little bit as it broke through 40, sold a little bit up here, came back down, grabbed that anchored VWAP from this prior low, which is a play that I've been talking about. I've been using more and more, anchoring a VWAP from a very major swing low on something that's bearish, waiting for a move off it, and then it come back to it in order to take a trade. So I bought what I had sold up here. I bought that, and when it kind of looked a little bit weak, I think maybe even on this day, I sold just a little bit more. Again, my goal for this is to trade around this core position. So add a bit when I think things make sense to, sell a bit when it gets a little bit off of that level. Try to make a little bit while I'm trading around this core position that I want to hold on to for a long time if, banks are done exploding. So I bought a little bit more today as it kind of tagged that anchored VWAP and then bounced. if we get a significant close below like 39, I know that's where it's my area to go. So I've got a pretty good trading plan right here, and I hope that helps. So again, I won't go over everything that is, I'm either in or is on the watch list. As you can see, there's a lot here, but I like to go over things that I bought today, and then also trades that I've added to the list today. But I take screenshots of most of these things, and again, they're attached to the email. So again, this play that I'm talking about, where you're looking for something that has, sold off pretty dramatically. If you check here on the weekly chart, switch those over. But if you check here on the weekly chart, when it comes to the this WMG Warner Music Group, I added this to the list yesterday. You can see yesterday's video, but we pushed down here. We made this significant low. We bounced from it, and now we're pulling back to the anchored view up from that low. So that's what it looked like yesterday. Today, it kind of rocketed through there, so I had picked some up around this area. Not much higher than this. I think it was like 2650-ish. I had my area at. I wanted to see a push through it. Got that. Now my hope is that we can get a push over the next few days. If we get back up to that 30 level, that's a great little trade. But wrong if we close back under this low right here. And then also just an update on this MLTX that I took yesterday. Pulled back, closed under that $50 that I've been watching for a period of time. So if we get any continued weakness tomorrow on this one, it'll be time to exit that one as just a small loss and move on to the next trade. Some names that I am adding here. So I've got 3 new from today. No, this EWCZ, I actually added this yesterday. This is just a really typical bull flag type pattern, but with a 48% short float. So European Wax Center. So there you go. So if it breaks through 19 bucks, it's got a massive short float. If you check back here on the weekly chart, you can see this is a clean area of resistance back here. So if we can get through this and then through 20, hopefully that almost half of the float that is short goes to cover, and that will be a little decent gain right through here. MORF, added this one right here. Basically just the anchored view app from before the gap. That's the scan on Trade Ideas I found it from. Pulled back, tapped that low, and now looks like it might be working higher. So if it gets over this 59 area, that's interesting to me. And then RNG is another one in which I'm looking for the same kind of play, right? We have this one. It's been a downtrend for a while. I anchor a view app from this very significant low, and it pushes up. So it went from 25 to 35, and it pulled back and it found some support near that level. So if we can move over this just kind of cluster of days right here, that's where I'll look to get involved. Stop will be under this anchored view app. So thanks everyone for coming out. Again, go visit statsedtrading.com, sign up for that email list, like and share and all that kind of fun stuff, and I will talk to you guys later.